come and to let us know about their practice as well. Welcome.
I'm not actually going to talk that much about being a therapist, but hi, my name is Jen Thompson. I am a parent, a social worker, and a woman of transgender experience. I'm 47 years old, and I've been living as myself in this world, in this city, and in this body for almost 10 years. I came out to myself on the night before Thanksgiving 2016, just a couple of weeks after the first election of Donald Trump. Throughout the process of coming out and deconstructing my own privilege and becoming more actively intersectional, I've been also trying to decolonize my own spirituality and religious beliefs.
Amen.
Yeah.
Leading me to the citizens of Asgard, Loki and Thor and Odin and Freya, the gods and goddesses of my ancestors. Unfortunately, when you're a white queer attempting to find authentic native spirituality that does not appropriate indigenous cultures to which you do not belong, you also find a lot of fucking Nazis in spaces of Viking religion. However, there is a deeply inherent queerness in the Norse pantheon, especially in Loki and Freya, who I have become my personal patrons and models for life. As I have connected more deeply with these characters and with my ancestors, I have found a great delight in amplifying their queerness, as this is where I find myself in them, and it is also what gets white supremacists really fucking triggered. It is in this spirit that I offer this prayer for you and to the gods of my ancestors. It's called No Nazis in Valhalla, a prayer for the chosen queer. Odin One-Eye, you who wore a cloak of womanhood to learn secrets no man could endure, do you see us now, bent not in study but in mourning? We have buried our dead beneath rainbow flags, their names recited like prayer at our day of remembrance. We have held vigil beneath stars that once guided our ancestors' ships and now watch over trans teens sleeping under bridges because their families forgot how to love them. Freya, Lady of the Fallen, goddess of war and love alike, how many of us have died with hearts full of yearning and bodies full of holes, made not with swords unsheathed in battle, but with the knives and guns and fists and cocks of cowards who would fuck us and hate themselves so much for it that our breath is the only sacrifice that will make them right with the God of their own shame. Frigg, mother of all sorrow, teach us how to weep and still keep weaving. We stitch our banners from the tatters they leave us. Queer community, fierce kin, ka-tet of fibrous fury. And to Tyr, who gave his hand for peace, we offer our scars, not for your pity, but for your promise that sacrifice must mean something. O protectors of the 9 realms, hatred has taken root in our cities, in our homes, in our very hearts. We see the same darkness rising that our grandparents fought in Europe, the same blind fury now wrapped in the Gadsden flag, the stench of supremacy soaking into the fibers between stars and stripes. We watch as it spreads pandemic in courthouses and boardrooms and legislatures. And we are afraid. Afraid that the fire our ancestors snuffed out at Buchenwald has been rekindled here. Afraid that the world they bled to save is slipping from our grasp. These cowards, O Aesir, they take your names, yours Thor, yours Balder, yours Allfather, and twist them into iron symbols of hate. They wear Mjolnir as if she was theirs to wield, as if courage meant cruelty, as if blood meant purity, as if gods ever answered to a fascist. But we remember. We remember that Loki was fluid as flame, that shape and self are not sin. We remember that warriors were chosen by heart and deed, not by body or banner. We remember that Valhalla is not a fortress of fear, but a hall of the brave, and bravery does not kneel to kiss a jackboot. Woo! So hear us now, you gods of storm and story. Hallow our rage, sanctify our love, bless the queer, the trans, the non-binary, the gay, the lesbian, the aro ace. Bless us who stand at the precipice of our own privilege and say, there is nothing to do but jump. There is nothing to do but jump, because how will I know if my wings can hold me unless I attempt to fly?
Amen.
There is nothing to do but jump, because while I may die from the fall, if I stay here, I have never even lived. There is nothing to do but jump, because though the rocks of rejection and hate are sharp, they cannot begin to compare to the 1,000 blades of an inauthentic life. We say death before detransition because they are one and the same. Let resistance be our runes. Let community be our mead. Let our shield wall rise with rainbow light. Let our banners wave boldly with reclaimed slurs. Queer coven, faggot family, tranny tribe, dyke dynasty. May our axe handles be carved with the true names they tried to take from us.
Amen.
No bigots in Valhalla, no turfs in Folkvanger, no hate in the halls of the worthy. By all your names we are not alone. By all your names we claim the fire that made the world.
Well, amen.